title. Was Paedon Brown throwing major shade at Robyn? Fans think his cryptic Mother's Day post says it all. If you thought the drama in the Sister Wives universe had finally cooled down, think again. Just when fans believed the Brown family saga couldn't get any more complicated, a cryptic Mother's Day post from Paedon Brown has reignited speculation across the fandom. And let's just say, viewers think they know exactly who the message was meant for. Was it just a sweet tribute to his mom, Christine? Or was it something much more pointed, a subtle but unmistakable jab at Robyn Brown? Because if you've been following this family closely, you already know, Paedon has never been shy about speaking his mind. And fans believe this latest post may be his most calculated shade yet. So grab your tea, because today we're diving deep into Paedon Brown's cryptic message, why fans think it was directed at Robyn, and why this wouldn't be the first time he's stirred the pot inside the Brown family. Let's break it all down. The Mother's Day post that started everything. Mother's Day is usually a time for heartfelt tributes and family appreciation. And when Paedon Brown posted about his mother, Christine Brown, it seemed like just another loving message from a son who clearly adores his mom. But fans quickly noticed something interesting. Instead of simply praising Christine, Paedon wrote a message that emphasized strength, sacrifice, and choosing your children above everything else. At first glance, that sounds perfectly normal for a Mother's Day tribute. But in the Sister Wives world, context is everything. Because viewers immediately started connecting the dots. Christine famously left Cody Brown after years of feeling neglected in their plural marriage, a decision that many fans applauded. She chose her own happiness and prioritized her children, eventually moving to Utah and building a new life. Meanwhile, Robyn Brown has often been accused by fans of being Cody's clear favorite wife, a dynamic that many believe created deep fractures within the family. So when Paedon praised a mother who always chose her kids first, viewers couldn't help but wonder, was that a subtle comparison? And if so, who was he comparing her to? Fans immediately thought of Robyn. The moment screenshots of Paedon's post started circulating online, fans began dissecting every single word. Reality TV viewers are nothing if not detectives, and many quickly concluded that the message felt less like a simple tribute and more like a statement. Some fans argued the wording seemed very deliberate, praising a mother for always putting her children first, especially in the context of the Brown family's long-running conflicts, inevitably brings up comparisons. And in the eyes of many viewers, Robyn has often been criticized for prioritizing her relationship with Cody in ways that allegedly isolated the rest of the family. For years, fans have debated whether Robyn intentionally or unintentionally contributed to the breakdown of the Brown family dynamic. So when Paedon highlighted Christine's devotion so strongly, fans interpreted it as more than just admiration. They saw shade. And if you know Paedon's history with speaking publicly about the family, that theory doesn't seem far-fetched at all. Paedon has thrown shade before. Let's be honest, Paedon Brown has never exactly tiptoed around family drama. Unlike some of the Brown kids who prefer to stay quiet, Paedon has repeatedly shared his opinions in interviews, live streams, and social media posts. In fact, he's openly discussed tensions within the family, particularly when it comes to Cody and Robyn. At various points over the years, Paedon has suggested that the family dynamic changed drastically after Robyn joined the plural marriage. While he hasn't always blamed her directly, his comments have often fueled speculation that he sees her as part of the problem. And fans remember those remarks. Which is why this Mother's Day post immediately raised eyebrows. Because when someone with a history of speaking candidly suddenly posts something cryptic, it's hard not to read between the lines. Christine and Paedon's strong bond. One thing that's never been in question is the relationship between Paedon and his mother, Christine. Throughout Sister Wives, Christine has often been portrayed as one of the most nurturing figures in the Brown household. She raised not only her own children but also played a major role in caring for the larger family. Many fans believe she was essentially the emotional glue that held the household together for years. And when Christine finally decided to leave Cody in 2021, many of her children publicly supported her decision. Paedon was one of them. He has repeatedly praised his mom for choosing happiness and independence after decades in a complicated marriage. So his Mother's Day tribute could simply be another expression of that admiration. But because of the complicated history involving Cody, Robyn, and the fractured family dynamic, the message carries extra weight. The Brown family's ongoing rift. To understand why fans reacted so strongly to Paedon's post, you have to look at the bigger picture. The Brown family has gone through a massive transformation over the past few years. Christine left the marriage. Janelle separated from Cody. Mary eventually moved on as well. What was once a plural marriage with 4 wives has essentially dissolved, leaving Cody and Robyn as the only remaining couple. That shift didn't happen overnight. It followed years of tension, disagreements, and emotional distance within the family. And many of the Brown children have spoken openly about feeling disconnected from their father in recent years. So when Paedon posts something that could be interpreted as a subtle critique of parenting priorities, fans naturally connect it to the broader narrative of the family's breakdown. Social media and the Brown kids. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Sister Wives fandom is how closely viewers watch the Brown children's social media. Unlike the show itself, which often airs events months or even years after they happen, Instagram posts and live streams can feel like real-time glimpses into the family dynamic. And the Brown kids know that fans are watching. Some use social media to share updates about their lives. Others use it to respond to rumors or defend their parents. But occasionally, posts appear that feel intentional. Messages that seem carefully worded. Statements that could have multiple meanings depending on how you read them. Paedon's Mother's Day tribute falls squarely into that category. It's positive. It's loving. But it also leaves just enough room for interpretation to send fans into full-blown speculation mode. Why fans believe the shade was intentional. So why are viewers so convinced this wasn't accidental? For one thing, Paedon has shown before that he understands how his comments will be perceived. When he speaks publicly about the family, he rarely does so without knowing that fans will analyze his words. And the specific phrasing of the post, praising a mother who always chooses her children above everything, struck many fans as too pointed to be random. Especially given the long-standing fan debate about whether Cody prioritized Robyn and her household over his other children. If Paedon wanted to highlight Christine's parenting style, he could have done so in countless ways. But the wording he chose seemed to emphasize a particular contrast. And that's why fans think the message may have been more than just a tribute. Robyn's complicated relationship with the kids. Another reason the theory gained traction is Robyn's complicated relationship with some of the older Brown children. While she has always insisted she wanted unity within the family, critics have argued that the dynamics shifted significantly after she entered the picture. Some of the older kids have suggested they felt a growing distance from their father over the years. And while those tensions involve many factors, Robyn's presence has often been part of the conversation among fans. To be clear, none of the family members have confirmed that Paedon's post was directed at Robyn. But because the history is so layered, even a vague message can spark intense discussion. Could fans be overthinking it? Of course, there's another possibility. Maybe the post really was just a heartfelt tribute. Maybe Paedon simply wanted to celebrate Christine for the sacrifices she made as a mother. And maybe fans who are used to reading hidden meaning into everything are seeing drama where none actually exists. That wouldn't be the first time reality TV viewers overanalyzed a social media post. But given Paedon's outspoken personality and the Brown family's complicated past, it's understandable why people are skeptical. The power of a simple post. Whether the shade was intentional or not, one thing is clear. Paedon's message got people talking. And in the world of reality television, that's powerful. A single Instagram caption managed to reignite discussions about parenting, loyalty, and the fractured relationships within one of TV's most famous plural families. It also highlights something fans often forget. The Brown kids grew up in an extremely public environment. Their family struggles weren't just private issues. They played out on national television for over a decade. So when one of them posts something even slightly ambiguous, it carries layers of meaning that other families might never experience. What happens next? For now, neither Paedon nor Robyn has addressed the speculation surrounding the post. And it's possible they never will. But if there's one thing Sister Wives fans know, it's that the Brown family story is far from over. Even as the original plural marriage dissolves, the emotional ripple effects continue to unfold, both on television and on social media. And moments like this remind viewers just how complicated those relationships still are. Final thoughts. So was Paedon Brown throwing shade at Robyn with his cryptic Mother's Day tribute? We may never get a definitive answer. But given his history of candid commentary and the carefully chosen words in that post, it's easy to see why fans think the message might have carried a deeper meaning. At the very least, it served as a powerful reminder of how strongly Paedon supports his mom, and how deeply the Brown family dynamics continue to fascinate viewers. And if the reactions online are any indication, fans will be watching very closely to see what Paedon says next. Because in the Sister Wives universe, even the simplest social media post can spark an entire storm of speculation. And honestly, that's exactly why viewers can't look away.